Yay! It's been a whole year since I started my braid lock journey. Actually, it's been a year and a couple of weeks. I've been a bit slow putting it together, but we're here now, so here we go. It took me 11 hours to install my braid locks. I did them myself, and it took me 11 hours. And I was really shocked that it took me so long to put my braid locks in because, firstly, I've been braiding my hair myself my whole life, more than 20 years just braiding my hair, and I can braid really fast. So I was quite shocked it took that long, especially that my hair is so short. I started on like 4 inches of hair. But there's two big reasons why it took the time it did. Number one, when I was doing my small braids or my micro braids or even my box braids, I wasn't doing as many. The most I ever got to was definitely less than 100, maybe 90, 80, 90, something like that. And my hair now, there's 350. So it took longer because I did many more braids. But the biggest reason, number two, is the parting. When I was doing the other braids with, you know, braided hair and all that, I didn't really care about the parts. I mean, I was only gonna wear it for 2 months. They didn't have to be perfect. I just parted it. I mean, it's not like someone's gonna go through with a fine-tooth comb and be like, hey, are those parts perfect in there? Of course they're not. I wouldn't even do that actually, so what am I talking about? But when you're doing these micro locks, it's not like you can part them again. You get one chance to part them. And so I wanted to make them perfect, or as perfect as I could actually make them. That's it. I wanted to make them as perfect as I could make them. So I just took my time and really went through it. They're not perfect by any means, but I really took my time and went through it. And you know, I've made sure that I've got a little middle part and, you know, some side parts. It's actually not that perfect in the back, but it's better than I would have ever done it. So now looking back, it seems now that the time just flew by. It just went by like a breeze. And it always seems that way when you reach a certain point of anything that you do. But I know myself, so I journaled it. People always say, document your journey by taking pictures at least once a month and journaling. So I was doing both, and actually that's all I was going to do. But then I thought about it and decided to document it here to share with other people, because this is how I learned. So instead of just keeping all the information to myself, I thought I'd share here as well. So because I've been journaling and taking pictures and little short videos, I was able to put together some the pictures and videos, so you could just take a quick look over the past year's progression of where it started to here. So let's take a look. The day one when I started doing my locks, I washed it and it turned into these beautiful little ringlets that I adored, because I'd never ever worn my hair so short before, and so I really liked it, and the curls were so nice. They were just lovely. In fact, I still have a few of those ringlets at the end of a few of mine now. And some people go to great lengths to keep the ringlet phase. But after the ringlet phase, the frizz came, and it was here to stay. So there were still ringlets at the end, but it was very, very frizzy. It was, in fact, so frizzy that it didn't look like I had locks. It just looked like I was rocking a teeny weeny afro, which I liked, because I also thought that was nice. And the shrinkage though, it shrank more and more and more every month. You know, after month 1 or 2, or definitely 3, you think, okay, that's it. Where else can it shrink to? No, it just kept shrinking. So it stayed looking exactly the same for a really long time. Even when I did the retighten, it would stretch it for a day or so, but then it would just be shrink back down within, you know, the next few days. I didn't cut my hair professionally when I first installed my locks. I just cut my hair myself. I always have done everything myself when it comes to my hair. So I didn't cut my hair professionally. I didn't get a professional cut. I just cut it myself. So my hair was quite uneven. and I had 2 locks in the front that just started growing a lot faster than the other locks in the front. They grew so fast actually, eventually I had to just like snip them because they were in my eyeballs. So that's one thing that I would definitely suggest when you're first getting your locks done. Get them cut get a professional haircut before you even start. Certain areas of my hair grows faster than others, like the back of my hair grows faster than the top and things like that, and occasionally you have a rogue lock, but I'd say get your hair cut professionally. It'd be really well worth it. Oh, this is me pulling slow motion hair for the drama. You know how it is, girls. You really don't notice the growth of your hair unless you look back at the pictures. I mean, the first year it appears to grow slowly while it's changing and forming locks. But it's growing. It just appears to grow more slowly because of that. That's what I think anyway. Reading back in my journal, it was really clear that in the first 3 to 4 months, I was quite conflicted. I always was like, oh, should I keep them? Should I cover them with box braids, or should I just abandon them altogether? And after that, after the first 3 to 4 months, I just settled in and it just did what it was gonna do. I think it's because I'm just an impatient person and I just don't have the patience for literally nothing. Grocery line, too long, I'm out. I could be using a pen, it runs out of ink. I'll shake it, I'll give it one more try, but then I'm just gonna chuck it and get another one. I'm not gonna open it and be like, oh, I know there's ink in here. Let me put my little investigative feet on, see how this is gonna, it's gone, new pen. Like, so I am impatient when it comes to a lot of things. So my hair really taught me patience. You just have to, it's gonna do its thing. You can't change it. It's gonna change how it changes. Now in the beginning, there's so much more maintenance in the beginning. As you're navigating your new locks, you gotta baby them and braid and band them to wash them. And what oils do they like? Do they like rose water, or do they like distilled water? And the oils are like, does it resonate with jojoba oil or olive oil? And you know, you're just really learning them, and you know, people are coming at you with all these different lock products and you're like, which one works for me? What should I use? Does this cause build-up? Like, so you just got to figure out your way and your own locks. And when you shampoo them, should I put conditioner? Is it going to slip my hair? Like, you just have a lot more, and it's part of the maintenance I found in the beginning was just learning what your lock's like. For me, by the I'd say by the 8th or 9th month, my hair had locked enough for me to wash without braiding and banding, like to prevent the slippage. That's what you do, you braid your hair and elastic them up when you wash them to prevent them from slipping. And I didn't have to do that anymore, so my wash was fast. Like, I'm just like, out, done, put some oil in, and it's literally just a bit of oil in my hands, and then I just go like this through my hair, because that's all my hair wants. So it just got easier as it went by. So that I found was just a learning process. Let's talk retightening. It's still the same beast it was for me day one. It took me 6 hours in the first time I did it, month 1, it took me 6 hours. And I did it yesterday and it took me 6 hours. Now I know there's those locticians that can do them in like an hour and a half, so I'm hoping that eventually I'll get faster. If you have any advice or tips or tricks for me to be able to do them faster, please leave them in the comments. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I am going to continue documenting my journey. And so if you want to see how they progress from here, just, you know, subscribe and we'll see you together. So thanks for stopping by and see you next time.